That's 8 minutes past 7. If you are a lover of fizzy drinks, and to be honest, quite like them, not every day, normally Sunday in our house, as a bit of a treat. Yeah, a Victorian dad, I'm called. We're discussing this the other day, and our boss, Sue, mentioned a friend that she had in the States who goes through 2 huge bottles of cola every night with his dinner. We're not talking the diet stuff either. We're talking the full hit. But there's a new health campaign that's being launched today at the beginning of half-term week, and it just urges us to give up loving the pop to help tackle obesity in young people and cut the risk of heart disease in adults. Robin Ireland is Chief Executive of the Liverpool-based Health Equalities Group, which is behind the initiative, and joins me in the studio now. Robin, good to see you.
Morning, Tony.
How big is this problem?
Well, I think people make the connection between sugary drinks and it's not very good for your teeth. I think people realise that. They don't directly relate to obesity, and I think that's our real concern when you find now, latest figures show 39% of 10 and 11-year-olds in Liverpool are overweight or obese. Yeah. This is a big problem.
My colleague here was talking about friends she knows in the States. Everything is big in the States. You know, you buy a bucket full of pop with your burger or whatever. Sure. I have friends who live on this stuff as well, and we'll just go through it. But what they say to me is it's okay, it's the diet stuff. There's no sugar in it. How much credence do you give to
Diet's
that?
better. I mean, I'd far rather people had water or low-fat milk, for instance. But yeah, the low cal stuff is an awful lot better, to be quite truthful. So encourage them to do that, indeed.
There's also the risk of diabetes, obesity too. You mentioned tooth decay. That was something I was brought up with. Was you're going to rot your teeth drinking that stuff. There's the other elements to this as well, isn't it? Diabetes, obesity.
Yeah, and unfortunately, the biggest source of sugar in children's diets is sugary drinks. By far the biggest source. And parents don't always know what their children are having. I was talking to a mum the other day whose daughter had put on quite a lot of weight, didn't know how or why, and discovered she was drinking 3 bottles of sugary drink a day without a mum knowing about it. It's very easy. Your friend you mentioned before, 2 big bottles. That could be something like 600 calories. And the problem with sugary drinks is, unlike pretty much anything else you put in your stomach, you don't really notice it, do you? You can swig it back and there's no feeling of satedness from it, and that's a real problem.
If you pop your headphones on, I'm going to play you something now. The point of me playing this is the fact that from a very, very early age, we've been conditioned to say this stuff is great. Footballers get involved with it. You get pop stars who get involved in it. This will jog a few memories. You will know probably most of them, but take a listen to this. It's only a minute long, and it will open your eyes and probably open your ears. You'll remember these. Here we go.
Supreme.
Things go better with Coca-Cola. Things go better with Coca-Cola. I like to teach the world to sing. Sing with me.
Let her smack it, let her squinch it, ace, tasting the little even good. Nice and cool, talking high, walking fast, living it out, getting cool, fizzing, Pepsi.
Rimsky-Korsakov! Terrific!
Try New Cresta. It's still frothy, man.
I'm a secret lemonade drinker. Always lemonade. I'm a secret lemonade drinker.
Hey, you're the Pepsi generation.
Ray Charles and Aretha Franklin, the King and Queen.
Things go better with Coke.
Now, that's very telling, isn't it? I can see you smiling at the secret lemonade drinker there, but you've got fairly much across the decades there, the Supremes, Things Go Better With Coke, the Cresta Bear, the secret lemonade drinker, Aretha Franklin and Ray Charles. Now, this is an industry now that's worth $500 billion. They're not going to take this lying down, are they? They really aren't.
They're good at it, aren't they? And they're not going to like the message being challenged. But, I mean, they are so good at it. How come kids think they have to have an energy drink to get through the day now? Where did that come from? They've really done a good job, haven't they? And I'm going to say it. They've conned people into thinking these things are necessary to make their day go well. No, they're not.
What would you like to see health warnings on energy drinks or cans of pop, cans of Coke, cans of Pepsi? There's lots. We could reel off the whole lot, but people get the picture.
Yeah. I think labelling is one way to go, because you said before when you started, I mean, this is it's about give up loving pop. It's supposed to be an entertaining type campaign as well. It's okay having a can of whatever it is on a Sunday or something like that. Not every day, not 2 big bottles, not something that you think you've got to take to get you through your exam or something like. No wonder you got kids running around completely manic sometimes at school with all that sugar and all that caffeine in them.
Yeah, I mean, the energy drink, advertising agencies, script writers or whatever, you know, they are very clever. When I was a kid, you kind of only got Lucozade when you were ill. And it was gloopy kind of sugary drink to boost the energy. Now they're associated with film stars and sports stars, and that's going to be a tough nut to crack, isn't it?
No, it still is gloopy and sugary, isn't it? And how come, if we're talking about brands, that Coca-Cola get all this advertising at Christmas, when would you want to have a cold sugary drink? It doesn't work, does it? But what they've done is they've very carefully linked their brand to Christmas, which is very clever. Give them credit.
What they would say, though, Robin, to be fair, is, well, look, this is a drink, it's a product. That's down to you. We're not saying to you, drink 2 gallons of this a day. That's down to you, or it's down to us as parents or grandparents to say, it's a treat. But you get it all the time. You've got kids, you know the score. Can I have a can of what? It's in the fridge. Can I have it? No, you had one yesterday or you had one earlier on. But for some kids, it's like drinking water, isn't it?
And that's exactly right. It is like drinking water, and please, could you perhaps drink the water itself? That would be an awful lot better. And yeah, I mean, as we've said, the odd one is absolutely fine. But we are absolutely subjected to wall-to-wall marketing. You gave us a flavour of it just now in that clip. It's all around us. It really does. It's like, wake up, guys. You know, you've been persuaded to drink an awful lot of this stuff. This is the impact it's having on your health. If it's your kids, and we're talking about your kids now, and mums and dads out there as well listening to that, you're storing up problems in the future for some of your children, I'm afraid.
And just finally, you're running a series of road shows, Robin. One of them arrives in Liverpool Wednesday,
yeah. Okay. 11 o'clock to roughly 1 o'clock in Central Station. Look forward to seeing you there.
OK. What drinks will be available?
We'll be drinking water, but if you come down, you can get your own Give Up Loving water bottle.
All right. Oh, there you are. I thought you'd have brought one in for us today, but never mind. Save me one after Wednesday. Robin, good to see you. Thank you very much indeed. There's Robin Ireland just on the subject of fizzy pop. Of course, we had our own very own lemonade factory, didn't we? We had Schofield's down on Great Homer Street, I think it was, many years ago. But again, it was seen as a treat. It wasn't seen as the kind of go-to drink every single day. But your thoughts are welcome. 01517099333. We have Cat.